Namaste, angels. This is the daily reading for today. I'm trying to do it better late than never. I apologize. You know what? Yesterday, I did the reading so freaking early. As a matter of fact, I did it the day before yesterday at like 12 o'clock in the morning and got caught up for the past like 48 hours with this client of mine. Basically, the whole family is like clients of mine. Client of mine that just kept messaging me and calling me like online and stuff because her brother-in-law and her sister had been bitten by mosquitoes, and they had gotten this. It's a malaria-like disease. Begins with a D. It was like Denlung or Denung or something. I forget what the name of it was. Something in India. But the way she described it and the fact that it came from mosquitoes, it sounded like something like malaria. So they both gotten it, and the sister, her fever was, manageable. Like hers was reasonable and not ridiculously high. But the brother-in-law, his was like 104, sometimes over 104, and they hadn't been able to get it down. They'd take him to the hospital, and he'd be in the hospital for a little while. Then they release him, and then it was back and forth. Apparently, over the past like 2 weeks. Well, they were getting ready to take him to the hospital again yesterday, and she messaged me, and I said, let me see what I can do. And I just worked on him. I didn't even charge them. I didn't, it was nothing like that. I just worked on him, and she hit me back, and she said, I guess it was probably like 2 hours later, and she said it hadn't gone down yet, so we were just about to go to the hospital. And it went down from 103.8 to I think it was like 101.1, so it was like 111. So she was excited about the numerology there, and then after that it went down to 100.9, so it was like 19. So yeah, she was excited, and it just continued to go down, and he's well. But that didn't stop her from messaging me all day, even though he was getting better and better and better. She started adding other people, like, I'm not sure about my father, if he's okay, and please help us get a better date for his surgery. Pray on a better date, and do this and do that. And I just got really wrapped up with them. Oh goodness. Well, that was interesting, wasn't it? Yeah, I don't know what that was about. Anyway, I just got really wrapped up with them, and wow. Something's mad at me for saying that. Every time I say I got wrapped up with them, it throws the camera down. But that's what happened. I got really wrapped up with them, and I forgot to send the reading that I did out yesterday, and then I forgot to ever get to the reading today. So, wow. I'm leaving all this in the reading for you guys to see. Okay. I'm off that anyway. If that's what they were mad about, I'm off that story. And maybe whatever tried to make him sick is mad that I helped him. In any case, I'm moving on to what's going on today. So there's a Capricorn moon. Some of us may be feeling that sort of restrictive energy, getting stuck in different kind of scenarios, or feeling stuck in different kind of scenarios or situations, relationships, and struggling with that. And it's all as we move toward the Aquarius full moon and let some stuff go and move toward freedom. Yeah. Amen. Yeah, I think that's it. I felt like there was something else I wanted to tell you, but I don't know what it escapes me. So we're going to begin with the year 1521 and the Spanish conquistadors under Herman Cortez. They capture Aztec Emperor Cuauhtémoc in Tenochtitlan, marking the end of the Aztec Empire. 1536. Buddhist monks from Kyoto's Inryaku Temple set fire to 21 Nichiren temples throughout Kyoto in the Tenbun Hoke disturbance. The traditional Japanese date for recognizing this is July 27th, the year also still 1536. 1642. Dutch astronomer Christian Huygens discovers Martian South Polar Cap. So a South Polar Cap on Mars. 1788 or 888. Prussia joins the Anglo-Dutch alliance to form a triple alliance to prevent the the spread of Russo-Swedish War of 1788 through 90. 1937, the Second Sino-Japanese War. Japanese forces begin the Battle of Shanghai, a conflict that will last 3 months and involve 1 million troops. That sounds like a hell of a lot of soldiers for 3 months. 1942, the Manhattan Project commences under the direction of U.S. General Leslie Groves. Its aim is to develop an atomic bomb. Did you know construction of the Berlin Wall begins in East Germany on this day in the year 1961? Famous birthdays: Ben Hogan, Fidel Castro, and Betsy King. Would you believe Otto White, a German acrobat and fanaticist, is purportedly crowned king of Albania on this day in the year 1913. So it's like the number for father and the number for mother together. Famous weddings: 1868, Prime Minister of Canada, Wilfrid Laurier, or Laurier, Laurier, sounds French to me or looks French. He was 26 in any case, and wed Zoe Lafontaine, also sounds French. Oh yes, she was 27, and they got married in Montreal, Canada, which is a French province of Canada. So makes sense now. 1926, comedian Stan Laurel, 36, marries first wife actress Lois Nielsen, 30. And 1943, evangelist Billy Graham, 24, weds philanthropist and Christian author Ruth Bell. I better pull out some sage after this. They got married. She was 23. They got married in Montreat, North Carolina. Famous deaths: Florence Nightingale, H.G. Wells, and Mickey Mantle. Mickey Mantle was a baseball legend, American, regarded by many as one of the greatest players in baseball history. He played center fielder and became baseman for the New York Yankees for 18 seasons from 1951 through 1968. He appeared in 12 World Series, his team winning 7 of them, and he holds numerous World Series batting records. He was born on October 20th in 1931 in Spavinaw, Oklahoma, USA, and was a goat/sheep on the Chinese zodiac and a Libra. He died on August 13th in 1995 at the age of 63 of cancer. H.G. Wells. Herbert George Wells was an author, British, most noted for his science fiction works including The War of the Worlds, The Time Machine, The Invisible Man, and The Island of Dr. Moreau. He was born on September 21st in 1866 in Bromley, Kent, England, and was a Virgo. He died on August 13th in 1946 at the age of 79. And lastly, Florence Nightingale was a nurse, British, famed as the Lady with the Lamp in the Crimean War. She revolutionized nursing. A noted statistician, she is also said to have invented a predecessor to the pie chart. She was born on May 12th in 1820 in Florence, Tuscany, Italy, and was a Taurus. She died on August 13th in 1910 at the age of 90, peacefully in her sleep. Going back up to the birthdays, Betsy King is 64 years old. She's an LPGA golfer, American. She became a member of the LPGA Tour in 1977 and won 6 major championships and 34 LPGA Tour victories in all. She was born on August 13th in 1955 in Reading, Pennsylvania, USA, and is 64, a goat/sheep on the Chinese zodiac and a Leo. Fidel Castro was a Cuban revolutionary and president. He led the Cuban Revolution, and in 1959 he established the first communist state in the Western Hemisphere. As either prime minister or president, he governed Cuba, like one way or another, from 1959 until he transferred power to his brother Raul in 2008. He became politically active when studying at the University of Havana. He first attempted to overthrow the right-wing government of Fulgencio Batista in 1953, but failed and spent a year in prison. After his release, he formed the 26th of July movement with Raul Castro and Che Guevara. They returned to Cuba and launched the Cuban Revolution, overthrowing Batista in 1959. Cuba thus became the first communist state in the Western Hemisphere. The United States reacted strongly to his presence, attempting to assassinate him hundreds of times, as well as trying to overthrow him in 1961 at the Bay of Pigs invasion. In response, Castro formed an alliance with the Soviet Union, which deployed nuclear weapons in Cuba as a countermeasure leading to the Cuban Missile Crisis in 1962. This is generally regarded as the closest moment at which the Cold War turned into a nuclear war. Domestically, Castro introduced state economic planning and expanded Cuba's medical and educational infrastructure while destroying dissent. He was active internationally, sending Cuban troops to the Yom Kippur War, the Ogaden War, and the Angolan Civil War. He also sent Cuban medical expertise overseas. After the collapse of the Soviet Union, Cuba's economy drastically declined. In ill health, he transferred power to his brother Raul in 2008, leaving as the longest-serving non-royal head of state in the 20th and 21st centuries. He was born on August 13th in 1926 in Baran, Oriente Province, Cuba, and was a tiger on the Chinese zodiac and a Leo. He died on November 25th in 2016 at the age of 90. Lastly, Ben Hogan was a golfer, American, considered one of the greatest golfers in history. He was born on August 13th in 1912 in Stephenville, Texas, USA, and was a Leo. He died on July 25th in 1997 at the age of 84 of a stroke. He was the last, and they stopped messing with the camera, at least for now. You see, I'm not afraid. I'm not frightened by it. So, but it is weird. We're starting with eat cake with the dice. Eat cake. Try again. First you don't succeed. Try again. Also sex. Hopefully that's not what you're having to make a second attempt at, unless you didn't get to have any when you wanted to have some and now you're trying again. I mean, I just don't want to think about, botched sex. That just sounds sad. Anyway, let's see what comes out. Spirit says cocktail. Still sex. Very nice. And it's 50-50. My girlfriend, I just saw, she posted that it was a drink out of the bottle kind of day. I just remembered that when I saw the cocktail and sex. Maybe that's a message for her. I'll have to call her afterwards. Anyway, with the cards, I'm beginning with Major Arcana card 5, the Hierophant. Embrace this time of deep spiritual growth. You may feel called to act as a mentor, to find a new teacher, or to spend time with others who are also on a sacred path. Oop. From there, opening to Major Arcana card, the Tower, number 16. Important changes are coming to your life that will require you to take action. Don't hesitate to move in new directions that you know are right for you. The Hierophant opposite the Tower can be somebody coming really suddenly into some sort of like epiphany, spiritual enlightenment, or really unexpectedly maybe forming a commitment, getting married, like let's go to Vegas, getting engaged or something, unexpectedly. And opening to the Three of Summer. You have an exciting reason to celebrate. Yeah, maybe one of those things, such as an engagement, a wedding, or a graduation, or a birth announcement. Remember to cherish those you love. Tower. And the Five of Winter. Your current path isn't leading you toward the happiest possible outcome, so why not change it? Always maintain integrity and compassion, but also be alert to the hidden agendas of others. That can be about, now that opposite the Tower isn't as exciting, because that can be about some sort of drama or bullshit, right, that comes in unexpectedly. Five of Swords. And the Ten of Summer, maybe involving family or close friends. It's time to express your love and appreciation for family, be it relatives or a chosen family of close friends. Congratulations may be in order on happy, fulfilling marriage, as well as raising happy and balanced children. Oop. Five of Winter. And we come to the Moon, Major Arcana card 18. It's important to trust your intuition, even if you're unsure about what's happening. All will be revealed soon, so worry is unnecessary. Like even if there is some sort of tower that comes in, excuse me, you get divine guidance on how to handle it, how to react to that tower, if to react at all. Go with that, even not knowing what the outcome may be. Just trust it. Major Arcana card, the Moon, represents the sign of Pisces, the planet Neptune, which rules it. Overall energy, speaking of feeling stuck or just in not a good situation, optimal situation, is the Eight of Winter. It's so easy to convince yourself that you're trapped when you really aren't. Trust that God will lift you to new heights and give you a greater sense of self-confidence if you first affirm your freedom. And crowning the masculine today, very nice, the Three of Spring. Stop to take time to review and to make long-term plans, capitalizing upon your past successes. It's appropriate to pat yourself on the back for all of your accomplishments, but you may also need some patience for the next phase to play out. So he could be in the process of manifesting, but feeling like this at the same time, like he's stuck because it's not happening fast enough, right? The Three of Spring requires some sort of a level of patience typically before things play out as they will. In your favor. It's a positive card for the most part. It can also have to do with parties of three, however, including love triangles. So that may be a little funky. That may be reason for feeling stuck and not knowing what to do. Surrounding the masculine is the Seven of Autumn. I just said some patience may be necessary for the masculine. This indicates that as well. The planning, resources, and efforts that you've invested in your dream will reap great rewards. That's what the Three of Spring says too. But, in the meantime, you need to have some patience and to meditate on your next steps. It just needs time for everything to, how they say, play out, basically. Masculine subconscious. Wow, he's really feeling stuck, huh? Major Arcana card 15, Ego or the Devil. You may feel that you're trapped in your situation, but that's not true. Be careful not to overly focus on material wealth, and also you need to break free of negative thinking in general. Kind of the feminine. Hope we're doing a little bit better. It's the Queen of Winter. Experience, self-sufficient, brilliant, and funny. Well, that's my energy all day long, so I feel a little bit better. The Queen of Winter is, in fact, a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, or someone likened to those traits or attributes. All of your life experiences have prepared you for this moment of truth. It's time to declutter your home, to clear away situations that aren't working for you anymore, and to disengage from people who create more drama than happiness. Actually, I received earlier an invitation to a wedding. Now that I think about it, we saw that wedding stuff. And I started to invite my ex. I came this close, because I'm like, I was just thinking, he wanted to visit me. You should meet me there. We should go together. And I said, I don't know. We don't have any problems together. We're not. We haven't had any issues or any drama or anything between us, but I was just like, like leave that alone. Like he's still my ex, so I don't want to, I guess, give any sort of mixed signals or whatever. Anyway, surrounding the feminine is the King of Summer, warm-hearted, devoted, loving, and faithful. A trustworthy person or relationship enters your life. You may receive wise and compassionate advice from someone who speaks directly from the heart. The King of Summer is a Scorpio, Pisces, or Cancer, or someone likened to those traits or attributes. They could be two of the parties of the love triangle, if there is one. Or this could be one feminine's energy too. Let's see. Also the Moon. It's important to trust your intuition, even if you're unsure of what's happening. All will be revealed soon, so worry is unnecessary. Again, Major Arcana card of the Moon, number 18, represents the sign of Pisces. This King of Summer could be representing a Pisces or Piscean energy. Neptune also in retrograde, currently in Pisces, so we have that happening. We have the Moon in Aquarius in the next... Today's the 13th. Tomorrow it'll enter that zone. And then the 15th, and it'll actually occur for some people. And then on the 15th, the rest of us will see the full moon. So that could be why this is showing up too, these two cards. Crowning here for both. The Ace of Spring, a wonderful opportunity presents itself. It may have come as a surprise, but you'll still want to leap into action and to passionately pursue every possibility. At the root, the Nine of Spring. You've worked hard, and what you've created is impressive and worthy of protecting. Annoying challenges may pop up, but don't worry. You'll get through them just as you have in the past. And this is what I was talking about, particularly with the masculine, but of course it applies to the feminine too. Like, may feel stuck because something is requiring patience, but that doesn't mean that doesn't mean you're not making progress and that you're not going to persevere, because you will. Things are going your way with these kind of cards, but it might be happening a little bit too slowly for you, and so that's what your problem is. That's what's making you feel stuck. Just, try to avoid that kind of thinking, because that can help you to slip into negative thinking, and then you can manifest negativity and further delay and blockage of blessings and stuff like that into your life. Instead, maybe think about stuff from a more spiritual perspective. In meditation and prayer, trying to make intentions instead of thinking about things like that. With Major Arcana card 9, the Hermit at the heart of the matter. Take time for contemplation, to retreat and to go within. Be a beacon for others on their path to spiritual enlightenment as well. Major Arcana card 9, the Hermit, represents the sign of Virgo. The ex that I was going to invite out with me to the wedding is a Virgo. That's interesting for me. King of Summer, Queen of Winter, Moon. What else do I have to think about this? A couple that maybe was in separation. Or dealing with stop and go energy. Hot and cold, stop and go, or on and off. Maybe about to get reignited, perhaps unexpectedly, with the moon. Maybe the moon sparks something. And or entering the sign of Virgo after the 21st, which is next week. It's exactly a week away. These are both 9s too, though. So maybe it's any time from today, with this moon energy that we're moving into, through September period. Oh, this is a 9 also. 9, 9, 9. Okay. Sometimes I have to look at things a little bit more carefully. Further advice to the masculine. Yeah, everything's going to work out fine for the masculine. The 10 of Summer, he just has to, like I said, just has to be a little bit patient on what he's working on. He is manifesting, so just be careful not to get down and out. It's time to express your love for and appreciation for family, be it relatives or a chosen family of close friends. Congratulations also may be in order on happy, fulfilling marriage, as well as raising happy and balanced children. Let's also take a look with this upright card at his devil that he has down here. Yeah, some are feeling chained to some sort of party of 3. And you like how I felt that just before I pulled out a 2? Yeah, he'd prefer to move toward a 2. A 2 of spring. Somebody feeling stuck in a relationship that they want out of. And they might even be in the process of getting out, and maybe that's taking a long time too. And then, like, how long does it take to end the relationship? Your vision, also for some, for some it can have nothing to do with love and be more so about business or something, a partnership, especially with the 7 of Autumn and the 3 of Spring. Your vision, creativity, and dedication to your cause have brought you great success. In fact, it may be in your best interest to get a partner to assist you in your endeavors, or to expand the number of people who are helping you. And advice for the feminine. Ooh, it's our Tower. Important changes are coming into your life that will require you to take action. Don't hesitate to move in new directions that you know are right for you. Major Arcana card 16, life experience again, is the Tower. And I'll pull another card for the feminine. But I think that with her, like I said, somebody, at least for somebody could be getting back together. And they could very well be directly an air sign and a water sign is what I'm feeling. But of course, they do not have to be. A new opportunity for them to try again, like the die suggested, comes with the moon. And Major Arcana card 11, which is a 2. 2's representative of partnership. And with regard to partnership, mean positive things. With regard to money also, they mean positive things, although I don't see anything indicative of money or career here. But basically, Major Arcana card 11, strength, which represents the sign of Leo, the lion, means that you can face anything that comes your way. True strength is displayed through kindness, forgiveness, and compassion. So it could be somebody making up, like I said. You have tremendous personal power and courage. Also, if something happens unexpectedly with you that's kind of like, oh, shit, whatever. Like, you rather it did not happen. I don't know. Anything that would make you feel like that. Again, you can make it through this thing. As you have made it through similar shit moments in the past. It just came out of nowhere like left field. But you're able to, navigate it and work your way through. I hope that you guys have enjoyed the daily reading. I surely found all that falling down of the camera interesting. I imagine you guys did too. I will see you again soon with the reading for tomorrow. Namaste.